AI can be a pretty valuable tool for educators if you use it the right way. To get the best results from AI, it's all about giving quality prompts, which may sound simple, but most people are just writing prompts wrong. In this video, I'll show you 7 of my favorite AI prompts that you can use to generate tailored educational content, provide individual feedback to students, and more. Before we dive in, I want to add a disclaimer that these prompts are used to aid your teaching processes, not entirely replace them. I believe that in order to use AI effectively, but also ethically, you have to have a healthy balance of how you use it. Alright, with that being said, let's dive into the prompts. By the way, the tool that I'm using in this video is called AI Plays. It lets me use ChatGPT on any website and use my saved prompts anywhere, so I don't have to copy and paste them. You can use any tool you want, but this is one that I recommend. Prompt 1. Generate lesson plans. This first prompt can be used to generate lesson plans, and so what I'm doing here with AI Blaze is I've got my textbook open. This is the first chapter that my class is going to focus on this week. I can open my prompt to generate a lesson plan, and within my prompt, I'm using kind of the PTCF format where I tell the AI the persona to take on, the task, the context, and the format to use. And this is a good prompt to use to generate a lesson plan. So it reads the textbook, provides my learning objectives, some questions, the standards that I need to keep in mind, so many materials and resources I can use. And it kind of gives me a daily lesson breakdown of what the students will be doing each day as part of this lesson plan. Prompt 2. Generate worksheets. So after your lesson plan is created, let's say for one of the days you need a worksheet for the students to complete. The next prompt I can use is generate worksheet. And in this prompt it does the same thing as the first one where it reads from the page and it tells the AI to take on the persona and use the task, create a worksheet with specific instructions that I provided, the title, the questions, and what it does is create this worksheet that I can use and kind of copy, customize to fit however I'm wanting, and uses the standards that I've outlined in the prompt to write a pretty good worksheet. Prompt 3. Generate quizzes. Another useful thing that AI can help you do is generate quizzes. So I've got this Unit 1 open here. Let's say I want to generate a quiz on this topic. I can open my prompt, generate quiz. And so what that does is tell the AI to read the quiz, and in my prompt I've outlined the different formats and the questions that I want. So I want a mix of multiple choice, true, false, short answer, specifically focused on understanding and kind of quizzing the knowledge for the student. So what it does is use the formats that I've provided, take the content from the textbook, and create a pretty good quiz for me that I can use. Different sections, different question types, testing knowledge on this subject. Prompt 4. Create rubrics. If you have an assignment, AI can actually help you create a rubric for it. So for this example, I've got an essay. I have the instructions here, such as the requirements, and AI can take this and turn it into a nice rubric that I can use. So in the prompt, I've told it to use a 5-number grading scale with excellent, good, fair, needs improvement, and poor. And what it can do is create this nice table for me that I can use for my rubric. So I can go through and give score for each of the points and use this while grading the assignment for this essay. Prompt 5. Write report card comments. While AI is good at generating content like lesson plans and worksheets, it's also really good at reviewing and providing feedback. So one thing you can do with AI is use it to generate report card comments. So here I've got a sample student information. I'm using this prompt that tells it to generate some friendly, encouraging report card comments. And what this does is the prompt that I'm using generates a couple different comments that I can use, go through, pick the ones that I like, even customize them if I want, copy them and add them right here. Pretty useful. Prompt 6. Give writing feedback. One way that I think the AI is most useful is critiquing comment based on criteria that I provide. So in this example, I've got an essay written by a student, and I can use a prompt to give feedback on their writing. So what it does is review the writing, use the criteria and the kind of tone and format that I've provided, and write some feedback about the essay. And then I can copy it and leave it directly under the student's essay right here, pretty quick. Prompt 7, write emails to parents. This last prompt is pretty useful because it can save you a lot of time on writing repetitive emails. So let's say I've got my classroom pulled up here, it's got some assignments and the due dates specifically. What I can do is use this prompt to write an email that notifies parents of the upcoming assignments and the due dates. I've specified in the prompt what format to use, so it goes over an intro, nice and friendly, what's going on this week in the class, what's coming up, and then summarizes the assignments, what they're for, and when they're due. Pretty good email that I can send to parents pretty quickly. And that's it. Copy the prompts from the description below to give them a try, and have a great semester.